to show you how to make some snickerdoodles. And snickerdoodles originated, some think that originated in Germany from the word Schneckendoodle, which comes from snail noodle. And others think it started in New England and it was just like a creative word for cookie. And the recipe I have today came from an old neighbor. Her name's Brenda. And it's super simple. There's only 7 ingredients. We have 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of shortening, 2 eggs, and 2 3/4 cups of flour. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Alright, so first I'm going to add the shortening, sugar, and eggs. This recipe calls for shortening, some call for butter. I did learn though that shortening makes the cookie more crumbly, and that's because it prevents the formation of gluten. And shortening also has a higher melting point than butter, and this gives flour and eggs more time to set as the shortening melts. Now I'm just adding the eggs all at the same time. I'm going to mix the eggs and shortening up. Adding the sugar in. I forgot to mention, as I was adding the eggs, the eggs act as a liquid, a moisturizer for the cookie. It's the only liquid ingredient in this recipe, so it'll make the cookie moist. It'll actually also add color. The yolk will give the cookie a light yellow, which makes it look yummy. Alrighty, so now we're going to combine the dry ingredients. So I have my 2 3/4 cups of flour, and then you just need a teaspoon of baking powder, which is the alkaline in this recipe. And then I have the cream of tartar, which is an acid. And when you combine these, they're leavening agents, and they form CO2, which cause bubbles, and that's what makes the cookies rise. So it looks like we're a little low on cream of tartar, but we're going to make it work. And then the last thing is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You mix it all together. Make sure it's all mixed up. Now we just combine all of it together. So you just want to add a little bit at a time because I tend to make a mess if I add it all at once. Oh my goodness. Alright, so your snickerdoodle dough is going to be a little bit harder than normal doughs because they are rolled cookies. And we actually are going to refrigerate them for 20 minutes to let them cool. And I actually learned that refrigerating them makes them thicker and puffier because they take longer to heat up in the oven. I just like to make like three balls and then just plop them in the refrigerator. Need a plate. And so while you're waiting, make sure you turn on your oven to 400 degrees so it's nice and ready when the dough is cooled. Okay, it's been 20 minutes and now we just have to roll them in cinnamon and sugar. So you just take about a tablespoon, a little bit more than a tablespoon. You roll it into a ball, and I already prepared sugar and cinnamon. You just drop it in, roll it around, make sure a lot gets stuck to it, and you put it on the baking sheet. Okay, now we're ready to put them in the oven. They're all rolled up. And then you just cook for 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, just pulled them out of the oven and they look golden brown. They're all ready to eat. Thanks for watching another Cooking with Courtney.